You're coming through on my end. Let me check the feed. Yeah, I'm not hearing you. I'm not hearing you on the stream. I can hear you in Discord, but not on the stream.
Am I coming through now? Let me ask.
Let's find out. Give me 20 seconds for Twitch delay. Alright, you're good now.
I'm good? Okay. So we had an unfortunate mistake there at the end of the first stage, but that's Contra for you. The first boss is a gamble if you want to take him down fast. I gambled, I lost. But, we're fine, we reclaimed our spread. It doesn't have, rapid fire, which you'll see will matter in the base here in a second. But, for the most part, we're fine. We did not one-cycle this guy. It's much harder to one-cycle this guy without rapid fire when you're smacking him in the face with a bunch of spread. But Waterfall's a pretty simple stage. You just get the invulnerability and just run through it. Alright, so you're gonna see here what it's like on a base without a rapid fire spread, and you can just see how slow it fires. But the reason I'm keeping my spread instead of taking a death, because the pea shooter is good here, is because you will get rapid fire in this base shortly. And again, you could still stagger your shots, like, spread rhythm-wise, and you could still take these things out relatively fast. But yeah, the second base specifically, we need a lot of, faster spread rhythm and stuff to go through here quickly. As soon as we get the rapid fire, you'll be able to see it more noticeably. This room is actually faster not to have spread rhythm and just to take double shots, take out the 2 cores, or else you'd have to get up and move to destroy the other one. Right. In this room we should be able to get our rapid fire back here. Alright, now we're good to go again. We're back in business. This is how Contra's properly played here. We got our death laser. Take down these cores in mere seconds. Maybe even a mere second. Here we go. Alright, 3 jumps isn't bad for that room. Optimally, you could do 2, but that's 4 hits per jump, and you gotta really, like, fine mash and spread rhythm. Alright, this is probably the biggest reset heavy point of the entire game, is the base 2 boss. There's a way, if you hit him on the very last frame that he's separating, you can actually continually hit him over and over again after he's separated until he dies, so it's basically a free kill. But it's such a low percent chance to get it, no matter how good your mashing is, that you're going to reset here a lot. But you're hoping for a 2 cycle. Each cycle costs about, I think, 5 seconds. Alright, so now we're in Snowfield. We're past the bases, there's no more bases, so mashing isn't nearly as important anymore. But the biggest thing with something like Snowfield is it's massively trolly. You'll see guys spawn. This is all random. You gotta kind of just spray forward and hope they don't spawn behind you and shoot bolts that you have to dodge and stuff to slow you down. That guy right there. Spawned on that little ledge. And in the upcoming part here, we got these tanks. They really don't have a good hitbox, so you can kind of get right up into the spikes and just mash them down fairly easily. Wow. talk about some bad spawns here today in Snowfield. Alrighty then. But there's two snakes. There's two tanks here. You can just mash through them. No big deal. You get up to them, you don't even have to mash very hard. Your spread will just shred them to pieces. And for these grenades, the grenades themselves don't actually have a hitbox, only the explosion. So you can really just get up and just jump over their explosion when they come down. Easy dodging. And as we come up to the boss here, he can give you about, I think, 3 different spawns in the beginning. You're hoping for the right one. As you can see here, I'm getting my spread rhythm up so I can shoot really fast upwards. Okay, I got optimal spawn there. And he dies in about, I don't know, 1 second. You get the good mash going, you get the good spread rhythm going, he's dead. No problem at all. And for the first time in the game now, as a Contra runner, you have to worry about global timing, which is, I believe, based on the frame you leave the previous screen. And what this means is there's going to be flames shooting out of pipes on the stage. And optimally, you want the flames to the second flame here. Okay, it gave me the second best pattern at least, which is the bottom lead spawn. And you can manipulate these appropriately to jump fastest. Speaking of which, you can manipulate this flame here. If you pause, like I did there, the in-game cycles will still continue. So when the flame was supposed to shoot out has passed, and you unpause, it won't shoot out at all. So you can just skip right through it without having to worry about getting hit by the flame at all. And here comes a notoriously RNG-filled boss. We call him JJ. As you can see, he's jumping a lot, back and forth a lot, and this is one of the biggest points of reset. And this is one of the biggest other points of reset or time loss period, because he can just sit there and jump like an idiot and cost you all the time in the world, and there's nothing you can do about it. This is the other point where global timers are important in the game. Specifically for whether you can just continue running or not the whole time. So yeah, I have to stop here for the spike because I did not get a good global timer. Alright, what we're gonna do with this barrier here, with this invulnerability, is we got it in a specific way so it'll last just long enough to where we can run right through one of those spike walls that you'll see coming up, like those ones at the top. There's one here that if you just do it just right, you can run right through it, and right before your spike barrier ends, and saves you some time, saves you some mashing. The spike things in this stage, just like the flames in the previous stage, can be manipulated through pausing. Alright. So that's Area 7. So we got one more area here. I think we could still get a sub 11, even with losing a crap ton of time in the beginning, thanks to thanks to a trolley first boss. But this is Alien Player. It's the easiest stage in the game. There's zero RNG in this stage until the very end. As long as you do the same patterns every time, you'll be fine. If you don't stop, and just keep shooting the little white puff balls that come out of these aliens' mouths, there's no difference. They'll never hit you. They don't have time to shoot another one. The top or bottom path both save the same amount of time. There's no difference. The top path is very much safer than the bottom path. Alright, there's gonna be one of these alien things coming from the roof right here. That's the only bit of RNG you have to worry about on the stage. And that's going to be GG as soon as I lose movement. There we go. Alright, and that's Contra. That's Contra. Heart boss is very simple. Get up and mash it to death. And that's it. Not much.
Good run.
Thank you.
Alright. You want to go ahead, since you were up next for Super C, you want to go ahead and get that started?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead and get ready with that, and we will, we'll be right back with Super C.
Sounds good.
While we wait, I do want to give a massive shout out to Prof Bites. I'm giving him a lot of trouble in the chat, but he is the one. Basically, the entire weekend, he is going to be restreaming all of this for us. So, I just want to give him a big shout out and a big thank you for doing this for us. I mean, he's basically just giving up his weekend just to sit behind the curtain and get criticized by me.